It's Darren here from Cloud9 at the HQ Studios. Nice to have your company. Thank you very much indeed for joining us here. Now, a gentleman I'm about to introduce you to is no stranger to Cloud9, certainly real estate marketing here on the Costa del Sol, and very much a part of the Cloud9 family that you don't always see. It's Alfredo. How are you, sir?
Very
Good to
good.
see you. I always love the choice of clothing and the style that you're at. You got the boots on, you got the cap. It's very, very cool. It's cool.
It hides the belly. It's black.
So great to see you, Alfredo. I know that a lot of our viewers sometimes hear your voice in the background, hear a noise, a grunt, or a sound, or whatever. But it's good to see you and have a chat really about video. And we've seen a huge change in the real estate marketing process, certainly over the last 5 years, haven't we, in video? What's happening in the industry?
Well, I think in Cloud9 is very much at the forefront of one of the elements. The real estate industry until about 2 years ago, more or less, the adoption of video was all product based. So it was, the villas, the properties, property tours, drone videos, all that kind of stuff. Then some of the agencies in the high end started drifting more towards lifestyle related. So still product, but really sort of showing a movie about what it's like to live in this house. So the reason why you're buying the house. And the bit that was lacking, and something that Cloud9 I think was probably the first to start doing, was the third element, which was the expertise element of it, as in getting them to know, like, and trust the agency. Because in Costa del Sol is quite different to a lot of other countries, in the sense that the agents have access to all of market. It's not like an exclusive. It's not one agent, one listing. So if you sell the property and the lifestyle of the Costa del Sol, you might well sell that to somebody that will then go and buy it with a different agency because you haven't sold yourself. So what the trend is towards really offering useful information to buyers, and in exchange for offering that useful information, then the agency becomes the source of truth, the trusted agency for them. And it's something that you couldn't do before, more for budget reasons, wasn't accessible. And buyers who are not generally here, it's a foreign buyer market, they're having to research a lot of things from afar.
Yeah.
And the buying process is a lot more than just finding a property. And I think Cloud9 has done that, has led the way on that. And I think other agencies, as tends to be the case, are now adopting that. So we're like at the early stage adoption of that aspect.
How effective do you think, or relevant is it in this day and age to have video content out there as opposed to just standard marketing, photos, etc.?
Depends on your strategy. To answer your question, it's very relevant. It's the most relevant change that I've seen in real estate marketing certainly in the last decade. And really what it's done for agencies and for buyers is to sort of solved a lot of problems that traditionally existed in real estate marketing, which was that all the marketing activities that agents had to do were done in silos. So you had people dealing with their written content, you had people doing the photography for the architectural photography, you had area guides written down and all that kind of stuff. And the one thing that video gives agencies is not only an ability to do a video, take the transcript, and then make that as your blog post and take the pieces out for social and so on and so forth. But what video has really intrinsically that nothing else has is that it has originality baked into it, meaning you could ask two agents to write a guide on the Golden Visa, for argument's sake, and they'll pretty much be the same guide. You ask two agents to talk about the Golden Visa, and they'll be different, even if they try to be the same.
Yeah.
So it has in a market that's oversaturated, that has very little exclusivity, being able to stand out from others and to be able to people to be able to identify, find their tribe. This is the big solution that it provides.
Yeah, and I think what Cloud9 really excel in my view, certainly, is that we can bring content to our clients and the industry from all different levels, can't we? From the virtual tours or the presenter-led tours, which we've got the drone, it's all a bit of music, it's all well produced, but also we can put the human aspect to it as well. And everyone loves watching the carpools, certainly with you in there, Sean, and then we do various interviews with the team as well. Everything works quite real, doesn't it? It's a realness to it, which I think people buy into because there's a trust there, isn't there?
For sure. I mean, you can't, if the camera exposes vulnerabilities and it also reveals expertise, and people buy from people.
Yeah.
So, initially they're coming to you as an estate agency based on a product search. People don't search for an agency and then ask them to find them a property. What the content that you guys do and other companies are starting to do more and more so is actually starting to attract buyers that are saying, I want you to sell me something. It's no longer, the journey isn't initiated necessarily on a product. It's initiated on I've been doing some research. I've seen what you're doing. Your style fits my style. Because one of the things we done across the sort of being so many international buyers from different backgrounds and different cultural ways of doing business, that it's very, very valuable to the buyer and to the agency to have a match. It's like a Tinder of real estate of sorts. It's swipe left, no, not these guys. And I think it does all of those things.
Speaking of which, though, we got the video, and we've got different platforms that we use the video on, don't we? So we've got the social media side of it. And we've also got YouTube, which we've built up. We're very proud. A great following, lots of great content on there as well. I don't know about you, but for me now, sad as it might be, and my children as well, they don't watch linear television. It's all on-demand content, including YouTube. So instead of watching your Netflix, they go, well, I'm not watching standard scheduled television. I'm going to jump on the socials. YouTube is now an entertainment and a search platform for content, isn't it?
For sure. I mean, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. So there's Google and there's YouTube. But also, as you say, it's also an entertainment platform. And since they moved on to things like shorts and things like that, then social media is transitioned over the last 3 years from social media, which was essentially something that started with MySpace or Facebook for people within networks to compare with each other.
Back a bit, isn't it? MySpace, goodness, wow.
But what's happened right now, social media is actually not social media anymore. It's transitioned to, you could call it interest media.
Yeah.
So people, all the algorithms are built around identifying very quickly within a few seconds what it is that you're interested in, and then delivering you loads more like that.
Yeah.
And that changes things.
Those algorithms are amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Swipe, and all of a sudden that relevant content, including YouTube as well on the homepage, everything is then introducing that, which is great.
So it's massive. You need to know how to leverage it, and it's a challenge for agencies to understand how to do that. But yeah.
Yeah. We're finding now that international clients, like we said, are looking at our videos and making decisions on their purchasing. We've sold property via video. And again, I know we've covered this a little bit, but what do you think really gives them the confidence to go, I want to buy that property with that agent from the video side of it? What do you think?
It's what we were just talking about. They've seen enough of your content to trust you.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you tell them something, they believe you. Without the trust, they're going to have to check it out themselves. And I think it's as simple as that.
Mm.
I think they see enough. For trust to be formed, and this is perhaps where a lot of agencies' content doesn't hit home. For trust to be formed, you need to know they would tell you it wasn't for you.
Mm.
So I'm not talking about being negative, but just being something that's useful. If a lot of agencies' video content is like an advert, everything's good, everything's right for everybody, and therefore it's basically white noise. It doesn't mean anything. So if I as a buyer would think, well, you would say that because you say this okay for me? Yes, it is. Is that okay for me? Yes, it is. You're not my trusted guy because you would tell me everything's fine for me because you just want to sell me something. But if an agency is willing to give the good with the bad and make it valuable and useful, then I know that if it wasn't right for me, the agency would tell me.
Yeah.
And that then gives me the confidence.
I think Sean was probably one of the first agents that I was aware of, certainly before I joined Cloud9, that was completely honest with everything, the content. It wasn't about, this is amazing, you've got to buy this, what a great place this is. There was always that true honesty side of it as well. A great balance. Like you said, it's important, isn't it?
That's the magic sauce. Honestly, in terms of the content itself, the magic sauce is keeping it useful and valuable. And that's regardless of production value. That's a separate topic. How watchable it is, that is production value.
Yeah, and that
That's
can be
part of it.
difficult as well to get right, can't it?
It can be very difficult. But I think the main thing is that the agents and buyers need to understand that if all your content sounds like an advert for the tourism department, then it stops being useful. It's entertaining, it's watchable, but it's not useful. So they go, thank you very much, agency A. I'm sold on this area because of your video. Now I want Cloud9 to sell me a house there.
Yeah.
That trust them.
Fast forward 5 years into the future, where do you see the world of real estate marketing and the relevance of video, and where are we going to go with this, do you think? Where can we go?
It's got to be AI based, unfortunately, or fortunately, it's whichever way you look at it. I think the industry works on the basis of property portals for business and Google search for if you don't have listings. And I think those two elements are going to change. And because they're going to change, and that's where the business comes from, I think that that being that trusted source of information for product will become more valuable than the route for the product itself. I think everybody will have access to the information they want when they want it. So I think it will expose people or agencies that don't really know what they're talking about more, and it will highlight those who do. I think we're going to, with the irony is, the more artificial it becomes, the more genuine things become valuable.
It's going to revert back almost as well, isn't it? Yeah, interesting. Fantastic insights. Thanks ever so much, Alfredo. And don't forget, keep watching us for more great video content and more of this gentleman, hopefully along the way as well. Trying to get you on some more. In fact, the carpools, you're going to have to come out with a song, because that's always great, isn't it?
That was fun, yeah.
It's always good fun, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it was.
And that Ben Madna one, I watched, it was 40 minutes long.
I know, yeah.
was good fun.
Talking. No,
Yeah, no, it was good fun. And you have to join us on the Breakfast Club for the New Year as well. But
sure.
it's always great to have you. Thanks very much, Alfredo. Good to see you. Keep watching. Till the next time, from Alfredo, from Sean and myself. Bye for now.